Hey campers, George back in the man cave. Looking at another sharp and shiny. This one from Rough Ryder. You know they're my favorites. Not only that, this one's from one of my favorite series they have. The Faded Blue Jean series. Let's check it out. So like I said, it's from the Faded Blue Jean series and they come in these boxes. Very nice. They're all the same. Very cool. It says Faded Blue Jeans Mikado Handle series with orange underliners. And that, I really like this series. My favorite series from Rough Ryder. This one is the Faded Blue Jeans Mikado Handle Canoe. Look at that guy. Beautiful, isn't it? I love these knives. Just the colors are perfect, and of course the faded blue jeans with those orange liners. And this one is a canoe. Now, I've owned a canoe before, actually a Rough Ryder one, and I gifted it to a friend. So I thought it's time to get another canoe, and I thought perfect timing. I can add this to my Faded Blue Jean series. See that? It has the double R badge on it with that faded blue jean Mikado. Love that, and the orange underline, as you can see that. Very nice, very clean. No issues there. Now the blades, you can see them here, and they're very similar, but there's a little something different on it, and I'm seeing this a lot lately. Here you have, I'm going to close it down. Now, I will tell you that both blades have a half stop, and the stiff like that, it's really, really stiff spring on the back. Here is the big blade, and you can see it there. Very nice. And on the blade, what do we have? 440 razor sharp steel, typical, which Rough Ryder all say that, and then it says China, and it has the model number. Now, the model number on this guy is the RR2374, and it's the canoe. Now, say hello to Mary. Yeah, she's back. When I first looked at a canoe, I said, what are they talking? Why would they have a knife in a canoe and name it? But then when I saw the shape of the handle, and I'll show you that now. But back to this main blade. This one is a spear point. The thing about it that's a little bit different, the false blade, the swedge on the back. See it there? Nice big swedge. Has the nail nick with the match strikes on them. And the reason for the swedge, if you ask people, some people say saves money, less steel. I'm not sure about that. But I know that it really helps with getting a nice point on a blade. Especially like this one is pretty thick. You can see it here, how thick that steel is. And the swedge reduces this edge. So when you come together here, you actually get a better point. So this has a swedge on, and so does the pen blade. Something I've noticed that they're doing a lot lately, obviously the faded blue denim Mikado handles. And I love them. They're just such a good look. Such a good look. And it gives you that a fancy working class knife. Now, you can see the way I'm holding it here. I'm holding it on the blade there. But here you can see the shape when the blade is open and you've got that curve, so that when you hold the blade, you see there how it sits in your hand? It's a little different. Now, what that does, that angle like that, allows you to put more force down on your cut, whatever you're using for, just because of the shape of the blade, and it has that natural downward shape. But this has, you can see the big bolsters, both sides, and on this side you have the RR, just there in the one, not on the others. The others are just plain. Nickel silver bolsters, nickel silver pins, and the badge. Very typical Rough Ryder for this series. Beautiful knives. I love this series. Let's have a look at what the length of the main blade. And I have 2 3/8 to the bolster. So from the tip to the bolster, I have 2 3/8. That's what I get. And like I said, it has that match strike nail neck, old school. And it has a nice little ricasso going here. And then you have your little notch there. Tell you where the end of the blade is when you're sharpening. Speaking of sharp, oh yeah, ooh, wow. That's pretty sharp. Straight from the factory, even for a Rough Rider. Let's check it out. See how we do. Oh, yeah, look how sharp this thing is. Wow, they went out of their way on this one. Wow. That's pretty, pretty good. Normally the Rough Rider ones will cut it, just not as clean a cut as that. Wow, impressive. And like I said, both blades have that half stop. Now the spring on the back here is just bam. It's not easy. You have to use the nail neck to get it out. That's how tough it is. And you can see how it clicks into the middle and then hear that? It snaps back in. So very nice. I like that. I got into the bad habit of grabbing a blade like this and pulling it out. I got to learn, that's why they give you the nail neck. And you can see here how tight that one is. And this is the little pen blade. And you can see right away, you can see the swedge there on it. And it has that huge nail neck on it. It's also a little bit differently shaped. You see how it's an absolute oblong all the way across. A lot of the old nail necks weren't as wide as this. And they had that curve to it on the front. I like this. Very definite. And then both blades, not easy to get out, but me, personally, I like that. Let's have a look at that pen blade. 2 inches from the tip to the bolster. And you have your swedge on it. You have your nice ricasso. On this one, it does have the double R, but you can see it's just behind the tip of the bolster. See it in there? Very nice, beautiful knife. I like this. Now, the canoe I had before was smaller than this. This is not a light guy. It's got some weight to it, which kind of surprised me. I didn't expect that because simply I'd never owned one before. And the one that I did have, well, it was lighter than this. It was smaller as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful colors. Well made, nice and clean. Can't beat him with a big stick, and I didn't check how sharp that blade was. All in one breath, George. And again, a piece of paper. It feels sharp. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Operator error. Maybe not. This needs a good strop, I think. But it's such a short blade. You can see it's cutting in there, no problem. Operator error, getting all excited about how sharp this was. Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. But you can see, look at that. Tiny little cuts. So sharper than we normally get from Rough Rider. I mean, they do come sharp, but not quite as clean as that. Very nice. What do you use this for? I'll whittle with any knife. You know me, if I have a knife in my pocket and I see a piece of wood, I got to whittle that. I'll use whatever knife is in my pocket. I've used my peasant knives. I've used Opinel. I've used Rough Rider. All my pocket knives, I've tried them because I've had them in my pocket and found a piece of wood and tried them out. Not really a whittler. It doesn't have enough blades. The pen is nice, and you have your spear, which is a nice blade to have. Both of them. It's a good combo for a general EDC knife. This is very nice, and you just can't beat the look of this. They came up with a great thing here. Oh, I wanted to show you that canoe where the shape of the canoe name comes from. Can you see that? Look how the bolsters come up and come around, come up to a little bit of a point there. Can you see that? And then slope in. So it's the handle that's in the shape of a canoe. Pretty cool. Always wondered about that. So there you go. Rough Ryder. Good job. Good job. They did a nice job on this. It's a pretty knife. They all are. It doesn't matter what style they are, whether a whittler or a trapper, moose, whatever. The color on the handle is what makes these the best. Overall length is, well, I'll tell you what the length of that is. And it is, right on the button, 3.5. There you go. Weight, heavy. I don't have a scale that can measure it. Sorry. This might be just a touch heavy for me. Me and my pockets. Don't like something heavy in the pocket, but this is a beautiful knife. How much did I pay for this guy? Well, that much. Not bad. Quality, once again, Rough Ryder done what they do. You can't beat that. And if you're thinking about getting one, there will be a link in the description below. You know the story. You can support my channel. Doesn't cost you anything more. You'll pay what I paid for it. So there you go. Rough Ryder. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back again soon. Got to tell you, I went fishing. Wow. I went out in the kayak at last, and I just picked the right day because on Lake Cedar hates me. I never do well on Cedar. It's where I go ice fishing with Travis. I catch, but not a lot. But today, took the kayak out and just found the spot and was nailing them crappies and the sunfish, bass. Good morning on the water. Just saying. You all be safe out there, especially with these sharp and shinies. Even the pretty ones like this. Just saying. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.